Hey, comic movie nerds. This is your host, Kevin, coming at you. I've heard a bunch of things recently, and after watching a few YouTube videos this afternoon, thought I'd come on here and share a few things. Rumors for the upcoming Marvel X-Men, which is one of the first or second, I would say second or third for sure, movie that's going to come out after Secret Wars. So pretty quick. So you know they're already looking, already casting. Like other movies that may come out like right after Secret Wars is like our sequels. Like it might be Wakanda 3. Excuse me. Or Shang-Chi 2. Those are up there. I've heard other things like Shang-Chi 2 might still be a few more movies out. But like movies we're talking about like after 2028. Secret Wars comes out 2028. So anything like late 2028 or early 29? Oh my goodness. Maybe no, actually I think Secret Wars is 2027. I was getting ahead of myself because Doomsday is very, very late this year, which is still 2026. I hate to rush things. I hate moving the years faster than they are already going. Anyway, I'm going to take another puff here. Okay. So, some of the rumors that are coming out here recently is Adam Driver. Gen Z, millennials may know him from the Star Wars sequel movies as the main villain there. Kylo Ren, Ben Solo. What's the other one with Bill Murray? That was an interesting one, especially for that actor. The Dead Don't Rise or something weird like that. It was so goofy. Like I couldn't finish it. I love Bill Murray, and their cast was good too. I don't know why. I couldn't get through it. One of these days I'll force myself to finish it, but it's just it's so goofy kind of thing. You're like that kind of face. So yeah, Adam Driver possibly as Magneto. Now, the other one they're saying is he could be Mr. Sinister. Because we've done a lot of just straight Magneto is the main villain. But there are other villains out there in the X-Men verse, right? Like Apocalypse. And I guess in the story, in the comics, Apocalypse is more like Mr. Sinister's right-hand man. Which is Apocalypse is as insane power level as we saw in the last movie. What is he doing being a right-hand man to anybody? It should be just like the movie where it comes out of nowhere and being like, I came out of coma and I'm going to take over the world and destroy the world. Anyway. Yeah, one rumor of that is that The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, may be playing Apocalypse. I've heard that rumor like, I don't know, 2 years ago or something. Maybe 3 years ago. They were eyeing him for a while. They want a big guy. 6'5", 6'6", however tall Dwayne Johnson is. A guy who could pack on the muscles, just so when they put on the armor and stuff, he's like, shoulders is like this big. And I can see that, especially if you want to compare it to Oscar Isaac, who was the Apocalypse last time. They know the fans, they want a big guy. And a big outfit. So, it's Dwayne Johnson or it's going to be somebody big. So, like, every cast member is looking up. Anyway. And some YouTubers are saying Mr. Sinister and Magneto are very, very similar. Like you find somebody great who's got a natural like British accent, they're saying, "Oh, he'd be great as a Magneto or Mister Sinister." I heard this rumor a long time ago. Hugh Laurie, we know him from who is Doctor House. He hasn't been doing a whole lot. I'm sure he would say yes in like a heartbeat, just for the paycheck. I don't think he's terribly old, but if you want Magneto to be definitely older, like all these other actors, what's the plural of actors? Is it just actors? And then when you write it, it's just apostrophe after S. I guess I don't know. Whatever. You're not here for grammar lessons. But he'd be those actors' grandfather, and Magneto, in a lot of ways, is old enough to be these guys' grandfather. So I mean, you can see that now. Adam Driver, he's like almost 50. There's right around there. Now I think nowadays you're gonna have hard pressed to find an actor who's old and looks old, or middle aged and they look older, because everybody's got some kind of pill or cream that they're putting on their face anymore. A lot of actors. There are a few actors who are still like, no, I want to age naturally, and if I get cast as some grandmother or great grandmother, that's fine. That kind of stuff. Example of that, Linda Hamilton. We know her from Terminator movies. She smoked a lot, and it shows. She's like crazy wrinkled in the face, even though she's not like late 70s, 80s, but she's. And we saw in the last Terminator movie, Terminator something, I don't remember. A lot of people didn't like it. I thought it was, and considering it's post T2, it's as if Terminators 3 and 4, whatever, never took place. And everything that happened to her, and how they messed with the timeline for the future and all that in Terminator 2, I thought, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Sure. There's the whole new timeline. There's different AI robots, and they go back in time and want to essentially do the same thing to stop the leader of the resistance and the resistance in general. Only it's not Skynet per se, but it's Skynet, adjacent. It's, sibling or something, or whatever you want to put it. So I always thought it makes sense, but people are like, no, hey, we can't do that. Don't even mess with it. I'm like, okay. I mean, it was a great movie, and maybe we shouldn't mess with the timeline and all that. But they want to make movies. It's been a great series. It probably has, even like the bad movies. I don't know which one we would consider worst. The Genesis with the Daenerys Targaryen as the lead female. She played like a young Sarah Connor. That was pretty bad. Like that whole timeline stuff didn't make sense. Like if they could do what they, I'm getting way off track here, huh? If Skynet could do what they did to John Connor, I mean, how did like the first movie happen? It was like really. I mean, it was different, so give props for them trying to do something different. And as far as the sequel goes, after the really, as far as the third one for going back in time, the fourth one is with Christian Bale, and it's like it was the present day war, which was fun. I'm way off here. Anyway, I'll just wrap it up real quick. It was fun, and the fun things they did with that John Connor in the future, seeing the Terminator who looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger. A lot of people didn't like that because it was too CGI-y. And he was only on screen for 30 seconds before he got the flesh got burned off him, and then it was just a robot, and then it really was CGI. I don't even know how I got there. Oh, Linda Hamilton. Yeah, she doesn't mind looking old. But you're going to have hard pressed finding actors who look older, and you can take an actor who's in his 40s to 50s and make him look older without like having prosthetics or a lot of prosthetics. So Adam Driver could be good. I mean, we could see and go, oh, okay, okay. Like we didn't see how Pedro Pascal would be a good Reed Richards, but he made it work. He committed to it and said, okay, and he gave his own rendition of him. I mean, I think we all like John Krasinski's Reed Richards, and for some reason they didn't want to continue that. That was just a Multiverse of Madness one-time movie. Let's get some fan casting. Which was fun, but I don't know why they couldn't continue with the same actors. I really don't. I totally disagree. They couldn't have John Krasinski continue as Reed Richards. And some of the other cast who played the Illuminati. I don't think they'll bring back Professor X in that yellow floating chair. It was a little hokey, but like they did it really quick. He was only on screen for a little bit. Anyway, I always like this idea that Hugh Laurie, yes, of Dr. House, playing Mr. Sinister. I don't know who for Magneto, though Adam Driver could do it. But definitely a really good British actor, I think, be great for Mr. Sinister. Professor X, this new thing, these new castings, rumors, are Patrick Wilson as Professor X. We know him from The Conjuring, Aquaman's brother, Prince Orin. He's good. He can do anything. We saw him in the Watchmen movie as the owl. What's his face? That was different. Considering he kind of went from that to the first Conjuring movie, and he's done so many other different things. It's like he's got range, and he doesn't look like a kind of guy who would have range. But some casting directors took a chance on him. Directors took a chance on him, and it's working. So maybe, can you picture him shaving his head? I've seen some fan art of him with a shaved head and wheelchair. He's got the look. He could do it. We'll see. I mean, I kind of feel like there's other people. I mean, there's a lot of people who cast, fan cast Mark Strong, just because he's already bald and we can see him. And he's got that cool British accent too. So, because of that, he could do Mr. Sinister too. But Mr. Sinister in the comics has hair. And Mark Strong hasn't had hair in a movie in a while. Not that they couldn't give him a wig or something. They give people wigs a lot more when there's a lot of CGI anyway. You wouldn't think that the girl in the new Little Mermaid live action would have a wig, but it was all CGI. Well, at least in the water. And I guess that kind of makes sense because then you got the hair floating in your face if you can't control it with CGI and stuff. And then when she was out of the water, it was just a straight wig, I believe. Anywho, Mark Strong, possibly. I've seen that. I heard this idea a long time ago. Bryan Cranston, of Breaking Bad. Malcolm in the Middle as Professor X. Hold on one sec. Just my buddy who's reacting to just basically the same thing, all these fan castings, rumors I've heard about. He said, a lot of theory. Yes, there's a lot of theories. But we're just starting to get in. How many different theories and rumors were there for the Fantastic Four casting? And Reed Richards and Sue Storm. I don't think a lot of people pick Pedro Pascal. And who's the girl who plays Sue Storm? Really, the only thing I've seen her in before Fantastic Four was the Mission Impossible movies. Oh, and oh, what's that one called? Idris Elba and Dwayne Johnson. The kind of Fast and Furious spinoff. Oh, that one. Gosh, I can't. I can't. It's been so long since I've seen that one. You know, actually, like it as a standalone movie, if it wasn't really connected to the Fast and Furious, it was a really good. It was a really good movie. A lot of action, a lot of fun, a lot of jests between the actors, between the characters. I really liked it. I really wanted a sequel to it, but it just didn't quite do enough in the theater, and they didn't want to give it a chance on a second one. So we'll see if there's any connection between that one and this next and final installment of the Fast and Furious series. I know there's a lot of issues between Vin Diesel and Dwayne Johnson, but I believe Dwayne Johnson said he'll do the sequel, this last sequel, for connection. Since he was in a bunch of the Fast and Furious movies, at least the second half of the series. And for the fans, they want to see him back and things like that. He's just as much of a headache filming a movie as Vin Diesel is, so he should just suck it up, I say. Anyway, before I get more distracted than I already am. Yes, I like Bryan Cranston. We know what he's like when he's bald. He'd be a really good, tough yet compassionate Professor X. I think it could be good. What's his name? Espinito, who played the villain in Breaking Bad. And of course, he was in The Boys. He was in The Mandalorian, Disney Plus series. I think like the last season. What is going on with this cigar? One of my favorite cigars, and sometimes it's hard to keep lit. Okay. He'd be a good one. We don't have to have an all-white cast, you know. I don't even care about like that. Really, let's just get the best actor. I only say like really. I don't care about real because I really like if we're gonna have the same type of cast from the comics, they should be in live action. If we're gonna like take the comics and make movies on it. That being said, if they're the best actor for that role, put them in it. Give them that role. Let's do it. There was this fan casting for Denzel Washington to play Professor X. He'd be a good one too. I really like that idea. He's an amazing actor. The things he could do as Professor X. Yeah. Though there's rumors that he's already planning his retirement from acting. Spend the rest of the time with grandkids. Hey man, I'm all for that. There's no reason he should be doing, 2 or 3 movies and series a year until you pass away. I think even like Sam Neill just passed away. I think he was in the Godzilla movie. This next Godzilla movie is coming out. I'm like, dude, if you got this crazy amount of cancer doing this and that, just stay home, heal, spend some time. If you can, get your cancer in remission, then that's it. Spend the rest of your time with your grandkids. No problem. Like, more power to you, please. Anyway, their rumor for Professor X is Bill Skarsgård. All the Skarsgårds are pretty awesome. I'd love to see the Skarsgård from the Thor movies, but of course we haven't seen him in a while. I don't know why they don't bring him back. Let's get some of the older side characters and get him into some of these future movies. They should be in Secret Wars. Maybe some cameos in Doomsday even. They should do some characters post Secret Wars, and they'd be like, on a computer, blah blah blah. Go, you know what? I feel like there was a different timeline where a lot of these superheroes weren't with us. something off by that. I mean, great. Jane Foster, the actor played the Skarsgård played. What was her name? Jane Foster's assistant there. She was fun. Anyway, Bill Skarsgård, he's really popular right now for the It movies and the It TV series came out recently. He's done other things too, but because he's got that fun thing with the eyes, he can just and make his eyes go. Psh. It's crazy. You want him a little older, and he's only in his 30s right now. And I heard this one YouTuber say if he just shaves his head, he can get age. We can age him up. So I don't know. That one's my least favorite. I don't know why he's on the rumor list, like the top 2, like right now. I'm like, come on, Bryan Cranston, Esposito. We'll see. They're going to do a lot of fan casting and rumors as if they're already cast in it. I mean, you get some of the main guys, and then you start working on chemistry between them and the X-Men characters and the side villains. We'll see what happens. Remember, Sadie Sink, who's in Spider-Man Brand New Day, is rumored to play Jean Grey. Only she hasn't been in the X-Men. She doesn't know the X-Men yet. But Jean Grey. And everything is pointing that she is. Marvel hasn't come out and said, no, she's not. She's not Jean Grey. Nope. So we'll go into the movie here in like 10 days, and we'll find out who she's playing. Maybe they'll even release a trailer like that the day it comes out or something, and it's like, it's Jean Grey. Sorry. Surprise! So, we'll see. What do you guys think? What are your hopes and dreams for the casting of the X-Men and Magneto and Mr. Sinister, Professor X? Who do you guys want? I love to hear like a lot of fan casting and fan hopes. You look and go, not bad. Let's do it. Anyway, that's the big rumor right now. Of course, we got a Brand New Day coming here soon, and we got San Diego Comic-Con coming out in like a week. So I'm excited. I think we'll finally get a Doomsday trailer. We got a WandaVision coming up in the fall, that series. Superman Man of Tomorrow, Superman 2 is coming out here in about a year. In 2027. The Batman with Robert Pattinson, I guess was delayed again from October 27 to February 2028. It's the 4th delay. I'm kind of tired of it at this point. I just heard this crazy thing saying that Robert Pattinson, by the time the movie comes out, he'll be older than Ben Affleck was when Batman vs. Superman came out. Holy cow. Are you kidding me? Wash your mouth out with soap? No. I don't believe it. No. Anyway, that's all things on rumors and movies coming up. San Diego Comic-Con is going to be crazy. I'll try to give you a rundown here real quick when everything starts hitting the fan. All different movies. It's not just Marvel, even though Marvel is going to run it on Doomsday and all things Doomsday, really. But there's going to be a lot of things coming out. DC trailers and releases for the movie, their movies and series. We might get another trailer for the Lanterns coming. And that series comes out next month. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. A lot of good stuff. We're gonna be eating good, as they say. Eating good. All right, it's gonna be like rib dinner at your favorite all steak place, where like the steak just melts in your mouth. Woo! Let's do it. Can't wait. Anyway, have a good day and a great rest of your week. God bless.